Hi everyone, today we have a new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about fresh release from Miniart, and we get a figure set from Miniature series. As you can see, it's written here. Of course, it comes in 1/35 scale, and it copies waiters in 1/35 scale. So as you remember, we had the special sets which were showing, for example, German soldiers in restaurant or in cafe, so the waiters were included there. Now we get only the waiters in the separate set, and it might be handy in case you don't need the soldiers which are sitting behind the table. You need the waiters in order to replicate some particular scene, some diorama idea. And we have a commercial sample here, so it means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you'll see in this video review, and it should be quite interesting thing because, as some of you noted in the comment section, it's really cool that Miniart is actually focusing on the civil figurines instead of only military. And well, that's a nice change from what we are used to see in 1/35 scale, and it gives you a bit more freedom with diorama ideas. So, as I said, that's the commercial sample, that's the final shape of this kit, and you will get exactly the same stuff if you order it, for example, from Modelimex. And the box size is typical for this brand, so here is comparison with my hand. And on the side here you can see some safety devices. On the opposite side you can see some other kits from Miniature series. We reviewed some of them, so in case you're interested, feel free to check the YouTube channel because we have it there. And here on the rear side we have also the marking guide and assembly manual, so maybe I'll zoom in so that you can see everything closer. So you will have to pay attention here because we have the paint numbers combined together with the part numbers, so it's important to see what you have for to use for this or that guy. And in some, it would say, cases it's a bit tricky, but here, as you can see, the paint numbers are designated with this blue color, so it will be easier to understand where you have to use this or that paint. And of course, nobody stops you from choosing something different. I mean, painting, for example, the suit in a different color, or maybe choosing the different apron. It's your decision because it's quite flexible topic in my opinion. And here we have another, I would say, quite valuable feature of Miniart kits because we get the colors chart in several manufacturer designations. I think that's really cool because it gives you an idea on how you can combine the different manufacturer paints together, and you can use it later as a conversion table. So that's something I always recommend to cut out and store in case you prefer to throw out the boxes. This is something to keep with you. So this is a side opening box. Here is what we have inside. As you can see, all parts fit on several sprues, and we have here, I would say, typical parts design for Miniart. It means one figurine gets its own frame, and it's actually quite smart thing because you can just break off one frame, use all the parts, and store other stuff aside. So it's useful for several projects. And I'm going to start with the separate sprue. So I don't see, no, actually there is a letter here, C. So let's zoom in, and now you can see what we will be talking here. So overall design is somewhat standard for a 1/35 scale. It means we have separate legs, one piece torso, separate hands, separate head, and even some palms, as you can see here, are separate because it will be necessary for a proper position. But overall, I would say design is somewhat typical for 1/35 scale from Miniart. So in case you had some experience before here, you will not be surprised. And overall quality, as you can see, looks quite good. The only thing you have to remember is that we do not get any guiding elements here. So it will be important to combine these parts in a seamless way so that they will look natural and they will not look just like as a assembly out of separate pieces. And next we continue with the sprues connection. So here we have the sprue F, E, and D. So here is the first figurine. As you can see, pretty much the same design. We get the separate plate, but here with the plate I would recommend to sand it a bit because, as you can see, the edges are on the rough side, I would say. So I'm not sure why it is always happening with the figurine sets from Miniart, because usually their vehicles are precisely molded, and here with the figurines we get a lot of I would say not a lot of, but a bit of flash here and there. which is easy to solve, but still it's kinda strange to see in comparison with vehicle and aircraft kits from the same brand. Here we continue with the third figurine, so as you can see, pretty much the same design, and this guy should be with the menu as far as I remember. So we get the separate, actually also the plate is included here as well, so it's quite interesting design. Next we also get another guy here, so probably this one, no, this one is with the wine bottle, so he will have the wine bottle, here it is. And also we have the head here, as you can see, one piece torso. And as for the pre-molded features, maybe I'll bring closer this particular figurine so that you can see that the pre-molded features, they look really decent, so the sculpting quality is quite good. And it's just a matter of combining all of those guys together, and that might be a bit tricky for some modelers because, as I said before, you do not have the guiding elements, so you have to check the proper position of every body part against each other. So this kit should be already available. You can get it in Modelimax webshop, and the price is quite reasonable, so definitely get it if you like to build dioramas in some unusual topics. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion. Write it here in the comment section below, and if you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.